morning, everyone.
Good morning.
The title of my talk is called Service-Led Engagement. So, trying to weave in how we, Sienna, are migrating more towards a services esoteric topic. How do I introduce this topic? How do I get the excitement? Because in our sales organization, I always say, lead with excitement. Excitement's a key part. So I figured I'd show a picture of some excitement, because the last time I was on stage, I had my guitar in my hand, and a lot of my talk has to do with the people aspect of the business. And socially, Sienna has its own rock band, of which I'm a founding member. So we got the privilege to be on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year at the Battle of the Corporate Bands competition. So excitement is key. Tying it back to people, I like Martin's reference to Mozart, so at least music can be a universal language in the grand scheme of things. I will talk about our journey towards services. So Sienna has I've heard the word transformation show up a couple of times in the previous speaker's talk, so that's good. There's a linkage there. I'll talk about engagement. And when I say engagement, it's really Sienna's engagement with our customers and how we're doing things a little bit differently these days. The theme there is unlocking network value. One of the practices that that my group is particularly engaged in is network modernization, so I'll talk a bit about that. Really be talking about becoming the trusted advisor. So again, much more engagement-centric discussion. So our little marketing buzz here, Sienna makes transformation possible. This is in the context of making transformation possible for our communication services providers. So just a bit about Sienna's history. If you asked me in the past, who is Sienna? Some of you may not be familiar with us. I would say that we're an equipment vendor. We're an infrastructure provider. Our customers, classically, the AT&Ts, the Verizons, the Comcasts of the world. That's not solely who we sell to, but that's our main bread and butter. So on the left side of the spectrum, you see a traditional supplier. I install equipment, maybe I might service equipment, but the customer sends me an order for what they want and I deliver it. That's the engagement of a classic supplier. And on the right side of the screen, you see a much more outcome-based model. Manage the entire process for me. You know what I need, you know my forecast, fulfill it, turn it up, run it for me, let me run my business, own more of the process. Base your business more on my outcomes, not just selling me a box, but when my customers come online, maybe that's when I'll decide to pay you. So becoming more attuned to the outcome of the process. So we had a meeting some number of months ago with some of our developers, and the topic was our network management development. So if you're familiar with the hardware space, you have boxes that go in the network equipment, and it gets managed by some hierarchy of network management systems. And the product manager said, well, typically what we do is we try to keep up with the hardware releases, what new platforms, what new capabilities are coming out, we develop to that. And then we had a discussion around, well, we should be more outcome driven, more business outcome. What are our customers' business metrics? Tie your feature development to those business metrics, not necessarily some feature list that the hardware delivers. And these topics are probably nothing new to anyone in the audience, but tying your development process, tying your sales process, tying your engagement process to business metrics is what we are doing now. So this is part of our journey to becoming more services-led. So every one of the initiatives that my team has, we need to check, so to speak, or put a checkbox. What problems are these solving? What business outcomes am I affecting? What KPIs, what business metrics am I touching on every one of my engagements? Back to the people part, I found several times we had great technological solutions, in no-brainers in the technical spaces, you would say, and they would not proceed. We couldn't get them over the goal line, we couldn't close. And why is that? And it had to do more with the process, had to do more with the organization, especially some of our large service providers, the AT&Ts and Verizons of the world, are not small companies. There are many organizations, many differing objectives within those organizations. So we had to be keen on the organizational aspects and the different objectives, sometimes conflicting objectives of our customers. And that led to a sort of a consultant-based selling process. A lot of time is spent in discovery, a lot of time spent in analysis, but the process part is part. And this is a diagram here from a traditional service provider, and you have all these different organizations. You have engineering, planning, labs, operations, etc. And every one of these organizations has sometimes different objectives. So why I was successful in one organization, I might not have been successful in another because I didn't understand their process, their organization. And the bottom part of the graphic is my feeble attempt at showing a choice. The customer wants to move from a present mode of operation to some future mode of operation. And they have, in this diagram, 4 choices. They could do nothing, which is the easiest choice, not necessarily the best choice. Some other vendor's solutions, or my own solution. And unless I can convince everyone, especially the executive, everyone in that hierarchy there, that this is the best solution, it's all for naught. Obviously, you need to measure results. You need to have some sort of closed loop system where you can verify that you've delivered on the objectives. We have a number of customer satisfaction surveys, transactional surveys. So we're getting, we're trying to close the loop with data as well as surveys to our customers. And this is the last sort of geeky chart I'll put up here. Ciena has been in the first 2 boxes on the left. We're a supplier of equipment. We have some maintenance agreements. We deliver it. These aren't necessarily simple things to build. These are nationwide networks sometimes, very complex problems that we're solving. But at the end of the day, we're a big old fat pipe provider, and that's where we've been on the left 2 boxes. And we're now, with my organization, this Network Transformation Solutions organization, we're migrating into that 3rd realm where I'm tying to their business metrics. We're getting more and more of the services associated with what would traditionally be our customers' business that are now being, we're able to deliver and support our customer. And the ultimate stage, again, this is not new learnings for many people in the audience, is to be outcome-based. Our success is tied directly, as in we get paid when the customer gets paid. So that might challenge a few financial models in the accounting office, but that's the ultimate goal, what I call the trusted advisor. And that's where Ciena has been successful, is in our engagement process. Our engagement process is the first pillar of transformation, tying to the customer's business objectives versus being a more traditional supplier, being able to measure those outcomes, and becoming a trusted advisor. And then the ultimate goal is to help our customers unlock network value and to make transformation happen. And if you're in Cleveland in September, we'll be back at the